The new occupants of a public house in Mid-Kent reported incidents of footsteps and people walking around people while they were asleep and touching them within the upstairs of their property, and persons whispering in the bar area after close. They reported this to us and called us in. The inn itself is an old coaching inn and reputed to be one of the old gatehouses at the entrance to a nearby castle. Join us on our investigation to see what we uncovered at this historic public house.
We just heard someone walk down, I would have said, towards the lounge.
What did you hear? It's almost like a growling noise down here.
Can you copy me? That's where I heard something from. Because I thought as the car went by it might be the reflection, but that's not possible. Right, so Steve is saying that that cupboard door was not open.
Where? Over there. Just saw a shadow move.
It
Right
wasn't
there.
my cab.
Well, welcome to Ghost Connections investigation for the 25th of November 2017. Later tonight we're going to be at the Parkgate Inn at Hollingbourne, Leeds, just based at the back of Leeds Castle. The reference has come to us through someone who knows Graham, and what we're aware of at the moment is that things occur. Objects get moved, and people have seen some things in the pub, we think. So Graham and I are going along there later this afternoon, this being the day of the investigation, to meet the referencer and have a little tour and find out a little bit more about it. In the meantime, the time is now 12:39 on the 25th of November. Graham's due to get here at my house in about half an hour, and I've taken the opportunity just to have a sneaky peek at the venue. I popped in and had a little bit of a wander around and sensed some things, so I thought I'd write them down, and they're written on this piece of paper, which I'll show to the camera in a moment. I'm going to seal that up in an envelope and keep that for tonight, and then see if anyone else comes up with similar names or descriptions or locations within the pub that are of any relevance and coincidence to this. So this piece of paper says, beyond the fireplace in the bar is a flagstoned area leading to the extended restaurant area of the pub. In this area is an elderly gentleman who was a woodsman. His name is Ralph. He wears a flat cap and a collarless shirt. Although what I've actually written is a shirt without a collar. He is about 5'8" tall and a little overweight. He likes to play with things, play tricks, hiding and moving the cutlery, which is held on top of a dresser in this area, and also play with other objects. There is also an energy that I couldn't identify in the area of the meeting of some rooms behind the bar area where the doors to the toilets are. So we'll show you those areas on the video when we get there, so that you can see where I mean. I'll sneak away from the team with the video and show you where they are, and then we'll see if this prediction comes true later. I thought I'd read it out just in case you can't read my writing, but just to show, and if you can. So there's the prediction, or the sense of what I found when I popped in. Piece of paper, envelope. Self-sealed envelope. Show you sealing it up. Can't be opened. Can't be opened without being obviously opened. So we'll fold that in half now, and we'll take that with us tonight. In fact, I'll write on it Dave's envelope, and then we'll see what happens later. There we go.
Is there? Sorry, Dave.
It's alright, no, I'm just going with you. Cool, yeah, I've just,
Yeah, I
here,
can feel it.
just walk through it here.
Yeah, it just brushed the back of my head.
That's amazing. Wow.
Full on draft, literally as I got to here.
God, I've gone.
I've gone goosebumpy too. Right.
So, back to where we were,
Yeah.
yes.
So Dave, I noticed, this is the modern bit, isn't it? So when I walk into this old bit,
Yeah,
and I sort of want to sit here,
yeah,
I pick up this like seafaring gentleman,
right.
and he's just drinking. I don't know what date he is, but it's just like he frequented this pub, and to me it looks like a classic seafaring gentleman. You know what I mean? But he's just sitting there with his drink. But I immediately got it and I just wanted to sit here.
He looks like a seafarer, or he tells you he is.
He tells me he is.
Okay.
I don't. He's just literally. He's kind of like hunched. It's like double-handed, holding this drink.
Mhm.
And he's just sitting there. And that's what I get
Do you think he goes anywhere else?
in this building. At the moment, I don't know.
Alright.
At the moment, I don't know.
Okay, I'm just going to note the time on this recording. It's 9 minutes past midnight. And we're recording this on a little break now that we've come downstairs before we actually investigate downstairs. Interesting.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. Don't know if you get any more.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know if somebody else comes to me. Because as I say, he's just hunched and he's sitting exactly in this spot, and he tells me, and he kind of looks in my mind like, it's like he's giving off something to tell me that he's a seafaring gentleman, and that is the exact words, seafaring gentleman. He's just sat here hunched. He's old, very old. He isn't a seafaring gentleman as he's sitting here, but he was when he was working.
Okay. So an elderly man.
Yeah. Yeah. And the weird thing about it is I'm starting to get a headache right on top of my head.
Okay.
I think he was like a lonely old man. He's definitely here on his own. He doesn't seem to know anybody else around him. I don't see anybody else, but if he's sitting here, he's on his own. He's not talking to anybody else. He's a lonely person.
Great. Can you just, or Ian, now you're here, as a description of the area we're in, what is on the floor down there? What's the floor consist of moving into this area?
It's like flagstones.
Okay. And this fireplace here is the rear of the fireplace in the bar, isn't it?
Yeah.
From what I'm walking on, I think that, I don't know, is this carpet over the flagstones?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. But you got flagstones from the bar, haven't you?
Yeah, flagstones from the entrance.
Let's see if we can record that.
This is just like an entrance area. The flagstones stop there. But it feels a bit uneven under here.
Okay.
I'm wondering if it's over flagstones.
Hold on to that. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, I thought you were going to do something about it.
I've just described this man to Dave and he's got all excited. So I don't know what he's...
I just got touched on the head round the other side.
Did you? I think you should say that out loud.
I will, but I...
Right, you having a latte?
Yes, please. Like that.
Yeah.
Ian's got touched on the head twice.
Alright.
Maybe not that hard, but
Yeah.
on that side.
Yeah,
I'll show you
I
where
think
in
you
a
should do a
minute.
piece of camera about that and where you were, etc.
I just left you guys to it, and I just was had a little wander because I haven't been here before. I just went to the toilet and whatever.
Anything else?
No.
No.
Want a light on?
I don't need a light on. I'll get a hand back to you. That's still sealed.
Can I open it?
Yes, you can open it.
This was Dave's sealed envelope.
Just recording on the camcorder.
Okay. I'm going to bed. Maybe Christmas.
Good night. Thank you.
I've got calls from work.
I'm just going to do that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Right, so this is Dave's envelope.
This is
Did
the
you
reveal.
try?
No, this is just...
Oh,
No, because something's just come to me and Dave got all excited.
Oh.
So he's given me the envelope.
I've given Graham the envelope.
you need to talk to him.
Unless do you want to wait for Steve? Tell Steve.
Yeah,
He's making a coffee. Go and have something.
Tell you what, we stop that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take that for a minute, Dave, so I don't open it.
Right. Okay, so earlier on in the day, I sealed up an envelope, having written in it a recollection of information I was given in some means when I was in this pub earlier in the week. I wrote it down at home, I recorded myself writing it, and I read it to the camera on the footage so we can reproduce that later. In the event that it be revealed either at the end of the night or at a pertinent moment. We've been upstairs for the rest of the evening so far, and it now being 20 past midnight, so about 10 past midnight when we came down. We came in here, we're having a break, and we're just having a walk about, just to have a look at various areas. And from this position where we're sat, now in the bar by the fireplace, Graham.
I walked into the room opposite this fireplace, which is part of the old building, and I immediately got a sense of a seafaring man, and that is the exact words I heard in my head. And I was drawn to sit in this seat, which obviously wasn't the same seat that he sat in, but obviously the place where he sat. And he's literally, say this is his drink, probably not coffee. He literally sat there, hunched, and he felt like a lonely man. He wasn't a seafarer then, but that's what he had been in his working life, and he was just sat there and hunched over, and he felt like a very lonely man. And when I said that, Dave jumped around a bit, so I'm interested to see what's in said envelope.
But you described him as a certain age group as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was old, elderly.
Elderly. And this is in the area that Ian, you described on the footage when I asked you to describe where we were. We were the opposite side of this fireplace. And in an area that is bordered from here by flagstones. Yeah?
Yep. Do we need to have a little look?
Can we open the envelope?
Have a quick
Really
look.
exciting.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just to show you quickly the area, these are the flagstones
Big markers on it.
crossing over to carpet. That's the area Graham was sitting in when he felt the presence of this gentleman that he described. So I'll walk back over the flagstones, round to where we're currently sitting, waiting for the reveal of what Dave wrote in his envelope.
And I wrote it at the time that this occurred to me earlier in the week. I was in this area of the bar, so I've described a relevant location in this envelope as if I was here at this position where we are now. And I'll give it to Graham because he was in the area behind the bar, or behind the fireplace.
Blimey.
Does it start with beyond the fireplace?
Mm-hmm.
Beyond the fireplace by the bar is a flagstoned area leading to the extended, I can't read your writing, extended restaurant area of the pub. In this area is an elderly gentleman who is a woodsman. His name is Ralph. He wears a flat cap and a shirt with
No collar.
no collar. He is about 5'8" and a little overweight. He likes to play tricks, hiding and moving the cutlery that is kept in a dresser here and other objects. There's also an energy unidentified in the area where rooms meet behind the bar.
That's an area by the toilet, which
Yeah.
we haven't got to yet,
Okay.
but it's that area there. But the bit I wanted you to read was the top bit.
Oh, okay, yeah. Elderly gentleman.
In there.
It's interesting. Picked up an old man.
Same area.
Same area.
Old man, same area. Called Ralph.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Who was at the time I wrote that, yeah, in his old age was a woodsman. Don't know.
So whether he'd been seafaring before in his life is another issue.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, there's a few bits, but without giving too much away that I described, there are differences with what Graham described, but trying to push it, I don't know, I think it's worth the reveal now.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
no,
so.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few correlations there.
Funny that we both got shot in that area,
Yeah.
basically, and an elderly man. A woodsman at the time, but perhaps a seafarer as a younger man. Who knows? It's interesting.
I just got touched on the head round the other side.
Did you? I think you should say that out loud.
I will, but
Graham, you having a latte?
Yes, please. Like that.
yeah,
Ian's got touched on the head twice.
maybe not that hard, but
Yeah.
on that side. I'll
Yeah,
show
I
you
think
around
you
in a
should do a
minute.
piece of camera about that and where you were, etc.
I just left you guys to it, and I just was had a little wander because I haven't been here before. I just went to the toilet and whatever.